Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aquarius Sun, Moon, and also Aquarius Rising weekly general tarot reading September 20th up until September 26th, 2021. And should you be guys interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And as well, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, just leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads or our live streams. So with that being set aside, let's jump straight away to the Aquarius reading for that week. And the very first card we do have for you, Aquarius, that is to be the Page of Wands, followed by the second one here, which stands as the Knight of Cups, followed by the third one here, which is the Nine of Wands. And the last prime card for you, that is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. There are going to be 4 more cards. So this week will revolve around you choosing up, although choosing up, that will be in a big quotes. Probably, for the lack of a better term, I should use the term scaling up one of the 2 individuals and whom you are gonna go with. So the very first portion of this reading is going to be about description of what these individuals are. And so the first one here is the Page of Wands, and it is, oh my god, catalyzed by the Tower card. So we do have a active, so we do have a active supporters. And just off the top of my head, by the looks of these cards, we have a person who does probably has a crush on you in one or another way, and now that person kind of like makes up their appearance. And with those couple of cards, their appearance, or the way that they do make up or announce their appearance, it will seem quite aggressive. And I don't know even how to describe it. Aggressive in a way that's this guy or a girl will try to become the MVP into the social circle where you are finding yourself at. Now, of course, this is a general reading. For some of you may not be also a crush, although this is the most plausible way that we do see here, because the choice it involves an emotional standing from your behalf, as we can see from the other cards. And this is what leads me to think that this here it is a crush, as the crush is very common to the Tower card. And usually when it plays out under the energy of the Tower card, it is that crush where you fight with somebody, and it seems that you seriously dislike each other, and at some point something kind of like takes a round turn, or it snaps, and suddenly you find out that you are with your hands in each other's throat, because you like each other. Sometimes that's a crazy thing, this is how so to speak love and passion kind of like manifest itself. But should that not be a crush, well, then that's a person who has that knack to storm thine life and to make thou start anew. So if you do need a fresh start, definitely that is someone who carries on the fresh start with them. But these individuals, they are quite enterprising, and they are quite spontaneous. I can't find the right word here. They are very for the lack of a better word, I would say seemingly immature. These people, they do love to always carry on a good news. They also do love to enjoy themselves. They also do love to experiment with new stuff. They're open for anything new that can be presented to them. And they kind of like giving an impression that they are very unattached with anything that is going on around. Meaning that, say they make an announcement that, you know, they have a crush on you and you deny them, they will make it look like it's not a big deal. You know, being with you, it's great, but being without you, it's even better. So such kind of a impression, it is what they're going to make. That is just their defensive mechanism, right? On the surface, they look very tough, and it is like there is nothing that it is capable to bring them down and to ruin their time. But from within, they are very, very, very fragile. And for that reason, if you also have a thing for this one, I would say mind your words, because without you even knowing it, you may the very least make that one a very uncomfortable. Now the other person, it is the Knights of Cups, and that card is catalyzed with the Five of Pentacles. Now this is a very, very interesting thing. Now we do have a passive friends here. And I can certainly tell you, Aquarius, what unites you, or kind of like what is in common in between you and this person, and that is the common plights. You and that guy or a girl that we do have here, you went through similar experiences, you went through similar difficulties, and maybe you are also going through the same thing right now. For example, you're going through a difficulties at work with your boss. Well, they are going through a very similar difficulties in their work with their boss too. And so going through the same plights, going through the same predicaments, it just is going to get you closer and closer to one another. So as a character, through that elemental dignity, the Knights of Cups, these are a people who really takes on their problems, and before they do point a finger on somebody that they are guilty of this and that, they always seek the blame within them first, and they do make an exceptionally good work of questioning their performance, questioning their lifestyle, you know, questioning their I don't know, their addressation, so to speak, toward the outer world, before they can actually adjudicate that somebody else carries on the guilt for their downfall. These people, they are willing to do anything that they can, all right? Of course, they do have that sense of worth, and therefore if they do decide that things aren't worth their attention, they're not going to do it. But my point here is that this Knights of Cups, they don't abandon a goal so easily, and on top of it, they never think that things happen by a chance. They always believe that if you do want something, if you put enough work behind it, you are going to get it. And for that reason, they do always follow the dreams of their heart. And as they do appear in your reading, Aquarius, for one reason or another, either what you do or you happen to be a dream of their heart. And so having those two around, or the appearance of those two at the very first half of the week, is going to lead you to the Nine of Wands, and is going to be catalyzed with the Aeon. So we do have those two active supporters here. The message is just only one, all right? And that is that this choice is going to be a fateful decision, a fateful choice, a choice that is going to, first of all, sort out the field in which you are choosing into. Business partnership sorts out your business. Love affair, it sorts out your love life, okay? So it will be a very, very important decision whom you do wish to side with. Now, the guidance, because with these two cards, the choice has to be yours. Tarot is not designed to make decisions for you, and even if it is, I don't think that it is a morally right for me to make a decision for you. However, those cards carry on a certain guidance, so to speak. And if you are about to make a decision, make that decision in favor of where you do have the most experience with. You should follow the experience rather than the excitement. And also you should follow the signs, whatever that's supposed to mean, because the Aeon is accompanied with certain signs. It's a bit difficult to describe it, but should you feel, or rather like see through your experience, that your life is going to be far better with the Page of Wands rather than with the Knight of Cups, then you go for the Page of Wands. Same thing it is that if you do see that the partnership or the relationship in between you and the Knight of Cups will be way more suitable for you, then you go with this one. You know, I said that it is a choice, but in reality, there isn't much for you to decide. With the Aeon here, the true answer is going to be pretty obvious to you, and the only way you get it wrong is if you do go against yourself. And what this is going to be, or the result of all that, it is the Nine of Pentacles here, which is going to be catalyzed with the Two of Pentacles. That is at the end of the week, those two cards. We have a passive supporters, and first of all, at the end of the week, you are going to understand that you have caught the big fish there. You have caught, or rather like started the big job partnership. You have started the relationship, all right? However, with the Two of Pentacles, it means that there is still a lot of room for you to play around with. Not everything is pretty much not in the bag, but it is kind of like defined, so to speak. And there is a lot of gaps into the perception of how the thing is going to move forward. Therefore, you do still what to think of. That is what my point here is. And as beforehand, at the stage of where you have to make a choice, you had to lean into your previous experience. Here, the same principle is true, but in a different meaning. Here, through your experience, you need to identify which of your ideas, concepts, and even plans are outdated, and be agile enough to align these outdated plans with the new reality, so you adjust yourself to the new reality, and you pretty much be able to capitalize, enjoy, fulfill, or live through this, I would say, really profitable, lucrative, or a beautiful partnership that you have a chance to create here in this week. Of course, you always have the choice to deny it and to say, I will go forward alone, and that is completely within your rights. Like I said, tarot, even if it is, I don't think that it is designed, or rather like I don't consider it designed to make choices for you. And even if it is, I will not do that for you. So you feel free to choose which one you want to go forward with. Even if you at all want to go forward with somebody, you may want to decide to go forward by yourself. And so yeah, that was your general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, Aquarius, and we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.